the first reaction of aldehydes and ketones are nucleophilic addition reaction. The second one is reduction reactions. First one is Clemmensen reduction reaction. The carbonyl group of aldehydes and ketones are reduced to CH2 group on treatment with zinc amalgam and concentrated HCl. Simple reaction, simple equation. The carbonyl group, C double bond O group, on treating with zinc amalgam and concentrated HCl. Then here removal of oxygen and addition of hydrogen takes place to form CH2 group. That is CO group changes to CH2 group, plus here one molecule of water is eliminated. Next one, Wolff-Kishner reduction. So the first one is Clemmensen's reduction reaction. Carbonyl group of aldehydes and ketones are reduced to CH2 group on treatment with zinc amalgam and concentrated HCl. The next reduction reaction is Wolff-Kishner reduction reaction. Wolff-Kishner reduction reaction. The carbonyl group of aldehydes and ketones are reduced to CH2 group on treatment with hydrazine, followed by heating with KOH in presence of ethylene glycol. So the reagent is different, but here carbonyl group on treatment with hydrazine, hydrazine NH2. Then here a water molecule elimination takes place, to write H2O elimination, then C double bond N NH2. C double bond N NH2, which on heating with the KOH and in presence of ethylene glycol. Then this here from here N2 gas elimination takes place, and this become CH2 group plus nitrogen gas is eliminated. C nitrogen gas elimination takes place, hydrogen atoms are attached here, then we get CH2 group. Here also CO group changes to CH2, here also CO group changes to CH2, but the reagents are different. Listen, zinc amalgam and concentrated HCl is used, that is reduction is known as Clemmensen's reduction reaction, and hydrazine followed by KOH and ethylene glycol heating, then it is known as Wolff-Kishner reduction reaction. But the CO group changes to CH2 group. So these are important name reactions. These are in the reduction process. The third type of reactions of aldehydes and ketones are oxidation. Aldehydes are easily oxidized by common oxidizing agents like nitric acid, potassium permanganate, potassium dichromate, etc. to form carboxylic acid. So, aldehydes and ketones on oxidation give carboxylic acids. Then here RCHO, general reaction on oxidation, you can use any oxidizing agent here. Then we get CHO group changes to COOH. Here one oxygen atom is added here, RCOOH is already there. So one oxygen atom is additionally added here, then we get RCOOH. This is the oxidation of aldehyde. The important thing is aldehydes are oxidized by mild oxidizing agents, but ketones are oxidized by strong oxidizing agent and under drastic conditions. So aldehydes are oxidized by mild oxidizing agents such as Tollens reagent, Fehling solution, etc. But ketones cannot be oxidized by this Tollens reagent, Fehling solution, etc. because they are mild oxidizing agents. So these Tollens reagent and Fehling solutions are used to identify these aldehydes and ketones, because aldehydes give positive test towards Tollens reagent and Fehling solution, but ketone doesn't give this positive test. First one is Tollens reagent test. On warming aldehydes with freshly prepared ammoniacal silver nitrate solution, ammoniacal silver nitrate solution is known as Tollens reagent, is added to aldehydes. Then we get a bright silver mirror on the inner wall of the test tube due to the formation of metallic silver. So from this test we can identify it is an aldehyde. Aldehyde give a bright silver mirror on the inner wall of the test tube on heating with the ammoniacal silver nitrate solution or simply Tollens reagent. The equation is aldehyde plus ammoniacal silver nitrate solution giving RCOO minus, that is this aldehyde is oxidized to COO minus plus 2Ag plus 2H2O plus 4NH3 molecule. So due to the formation of this metallic silver, this test tube looks like in bright silver mirror appearance. So tolerance test is used to identify aldehydes from ketones. When tolerance reagent is added to aldehydes and heated, then we get a bright silver mirror on the inner wall of the test tube. Then we can assign it is an aldehyde. Another test is Felling's test. Felling's reagent consists of two solutions, Felling's solution A and Felling's solution B. Felling's solution A is aqueous copper sulfate solution and B is alkaline sodium potassium tartrate. Alkaline sodium potassium tartrate, commonly known as Rochelle salt. Then equal mixture of Felling's solution A and Felling's solution B is known as Felling's reagent. Then this aldehyde on heating with the equal amount of Felling's solution A and B, then we get a reddish brown precipitate. The reaction aldehyde plus Cu2 plus from the Felling's solution plus 5OH minus from the Felling's solution give RCOO minus oxidized. The HO become oxidized to CO minus plus Cu2O plus 3H2O. This Cu2O cuprous oxide is the red brown precipitate. So aldehydes on heating with the Felling's solution, then we get a red brown precipitate, indicate the presence of aldehyde group in a given compound. Next one is iodoform test. Aldehydes and ketones having at least one methyl ketone group, means methyl ketone CH3CO group, are oxidized by adding NaOH and iodine to get an yellow precipitate of iodoform and sodium salt of carboxylic acid. Here CH3CO group is present in any compound which on heating with NaOH and iodine, then we get the sodium salt of carboxylic acid and CHI3. This is iodoform. This is an yellow precipitate. So from this we can identify the given compound consists of CH3CO group. Any compound, if it is an aldehyde, ketone or alcohol which consists of CH3CO group, on heating with NaOH and iodine, then we get an yellow precipitate of iodoform. We can conclude that a CH3CO group is present in that compound. It is a test for a methyl ketone group. Methyl ketone. Methyl ketone is present in a compound, then we get an yellow precipitate of iodoform on heating with NaOH and iodine. Next reaction is reactions due to alpha hydrogen atom. First reaction is aldol condensation. Important one, aldol condensation. Aldehydes and ketones having at least one alpha hydrogen atom undergo a reaction in presence of an alkali to form beta hydroxyaldehyde, aldol, or beta hydroxy ketones, or otherwise known as ketone. This reaction is known as aldol reaction. So we can explain with the help of an example aldehydes or ketones. So we can take aldehyde CH3, CHO. This is ethanol. 2 carbon atom aldehyde. So al. So ethane with al ethanol plus another ethanol molecule CH3, CHO. So this aldehyde group, this is the functional group CHO. The neighboring carbon atom is known as alpha carbon. The functional group CHO, this is not alpha carbon. The nearest carbon atom attached to the functional group is known as alpha carbon. So due to the in presence of an alkali, dilute NaOH or KOH, then here this easily how to write this equation. Here the first aldehyde CH3 CH, then this O can be written like this. Then here from the second aldehyde, the alpha carbon you know, this is the alpha carbon. It consisting hydrogen is known as alpha hydrogen. Then from this alpha hydrogen, one hydrogen atom is given to this oxygen. One hydrogen atom is given to this oxygen. Then here form a bond between them, because to this oxygen one hydrogen is given. So a bond between them. Then the remaining is here CH2 CHO. Okay, this is known as aldol because it consists of an aldehydic functional group and an alcoholic functional group. It consists of an aldehydic functional group, aldol, aldehyde and alcohol. So it is known as aldol. So once again, write two aldehydic molecule, ethanol plus ethanol. Then first ethanol is written like this, CH3 CHO. Then from the second aldehydic molecule, find out the alpha carbon and alpha hydrogen. From this alpha hydrogen, one hydrogen atom is given to this oxygen. Then they in between them form a bond and the remaining is here CH2 CHO. This is known as an aldol because it consists of both aldehydic group and alcoholic functional group. So it is known as aldol. This is unstable. So this consists of an two functional group. So this is unstable. So from here this OH, and from this aldehydic functional group, this carbon is known as alpha carbon, this is known as beta carbon, this is known as gamma carbon, delta carbon, and so on. So this from this alpha carbon one hydrogen and this OH water molecule become eliminated. From the beta carbon atom on OH and alpha carbon atom on hydrogen to form water molecule elimination. Then here from OH is eliminated and from here one hydrogen is eliminated. Then in between them form a double bond. So we can write CH3 CH double bond CH. Only here CH is there because one hydrogen atom is combined with OH to form water molecule elimination. Then CHO. So this is known as aldol condensation because here from aldol is formed, then here from this one water molecule is eliminated. So this is known as aldol condensation reaction. Its name is 1, 2, 3, 4. Name is buta-2-ene-al. Buta-2-ene-1-al or buta-2-ene-al. This reaction is known as aldol condensation. This is an alpha beta unsaturated compound aldehyde. Alpha, this is carbon with aldehyde group, nearest carbon alpha, this is beta, alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde. Next one is cross aldol condensation. Now we discussed with the two same type of aldehydes, ethanol plus ethanol. Then if it is different types of aldehydes or ketones, then it is known as cross aldol condensation. So we take example CH3 CH2 CHO plus not same one CH3 CHO. Then here listen, 1, 2, 3 carbon atom with al, it is propanol. This is 1, 2 carbon atom with al, ethanol. This is propanol. This is ethanol. Then here we get 4 different products because here first possibility, this first product here propanol plus ethanol react to form an aldol, CH3 CH2 CHO plus CH3 CHO. First possibility propanol plus ethanol. First write the aldehyde as CH3 CH2 CHO like this, CHO. Then select the alpha carbon and hydrogen from the second one. That is, this is aldehyde. The next one, alpha carbon containing hydrogen, is this one. From this alpha carbon, one hydrogen is given to this oxygen. Then hydrogen is given, then form a bond between them. The remaining is only CH2, CHO. On heating, this is known as aldol, aldol. Aldehyde, alcohol, aldol. Then on heating, this is alpha carbon, beta carbon. Then alpha one hydrogen and beta one OH group. Water molecule elimination, H2O. Then form a double bond between them. Then we get a product, CH3, CH2, CH, double bond, CH, CHO. This is the product. Aldol condensation product. Water molecule become eliminated from here. So, next possibility, that is cross aldol condensation, means propanol plus ethanol is the first possibility. The next one is second possibility, ethanol plus propanol. Ethanol, CH3, CHO plus propanol. Propanol means CH3, CH2, CHO. That is ethanol plus propanol. Then first aldehyde is written like this, CH3, CHO. Presence of dilute alkali. Then CH3CHO. Then find out the alpha carbon and hydrogen from the second aldehyde. Second aldehyde, this is aldehyde functional group. This is the alpha carbon. This is the beta carbon. This is the alpha carbon. So from this alpha carbon, hydrogen is given to this oxygen. So form OH. Then a bond between them. This carbon containing hydrogen is given to one, so the bond is in between this carbon, remaining one hydrogen is there. This carbon consists of a CH3 group also. Listen, this CH3 group is not given hydrogen, this is beta carbon, so alpha carbon given the hydrogen, so bond between this carbon and this carbon. This carbon is attached as a substituent, remaining CHO. Then on heating, we get an aldol. Aldol. Then on heating, this is alpha, this is beta. On heating, from this beta carbon OH and alpha carbon hydrogen, so H2O elimination takes place, and from alpha beta there is a double bond is formed, that is CH3, CH, double bond, C is there, H is combined with OH to form water, C. One CH3 group is attached here, CHO. This is the product, CH3, CH, double bond C, CH3, CHO. Next possibility is ethanol plus ethanol. So, one ethanol molecule react with another ethanol molecule because it is a mixture. So, then you know to write aldehyde CH3CHO. Then from this alpha carbon one hydrogen is given, then bond formation, remaining is CH2, CHO. Then here alpha beta, from beta OH and alpha H elimination, H2O elimination takes place, then we get CH3, CH, elimination takes place here, form a double bond, CH, double bond, CH, CHO. This is the another product. Then the last possibility, first possibility ethanol plus propanol, second one propanol plus ethanol, then third one ethanol plus ethanol, then next last one is propanol plus propanol, CH3, CH2 CHO, propanol, plus another propanol molecule, CH3 CH2 CHO, propanol plus propanol, CH3 CH2 CHO. Then from alpha carbon, one hydrogen is given to this oxygen, then bond between this carbon, remaining hydrogen, then one CH3 group is present in this carbon, remaining CHO. Then this is alpha carbon, this is beta carbon. From beta carbon OH and alpha carbon hydrogen elimination. Then double bond is formed between them. Then we get the product CH3, CH2, CH, double bond, C, one CH3 group is present here, CHO. This is another aldol condensation product. So we get 4 different types of products.